for this and it happened.
Uncle fucking House, who's supposed to be
Are the shoes of a champion. This jacket right here, shoes of a champion. No heat. Yeah! Yeah!
All right. It's another episode with no Devin. He couldn't make it. Just kidding. He's right here.
Oh, the return of the prodigal son. What's going on? I'm throwing up all the salutes to the people. How are we doing on this fine Thursday? I'm ready to get rolling. I'm happy to be back. But there's one thing that I have to start with and I have to ask, and it's been on my mind. What is the tally of our picks? Please, let's start with that.
That's what you want to start with?
Yes.
You know what's funny is I lost track of them. I can't find the
You telling me?
I think they got lost in the mail. I mean,
You telling me the motherfucker that's on top of everything forgot?
I have everything saved, but no. Okay, Devin beat me by 3. I don't know what the actual score was, but I know that he beat me by 3. Like, fucking, it was bad.
Hey, Dilly, this is how you do it. You just, you hit a little dance. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do it as we close out the pod. I gotta wait to bring everybody in.
I had to start with that, but you're right, man. Let's fucking get into it.
After you watch me do that shit, you're gonna wish you never made that dance. That's all I'm gonna say, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I might ruin your dance, but I'm gonna try my best. God damn it, Devin. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who missed last week's podcast, it was essentially everything that was AEW, NXT, New Japan, nothing WWE, which means that the table has now been set for a full WWE podcast here today. Indeed. So, I don't want to hear any fucking, I'm only hearing about WWE, blah, 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 because you didn't hear any of it fucking last week. So, yeah. I don't want to hear it.
Thanks.
All right. First things first. Devin, you're back. So I'm just gonna immediately put you on the fucking hot seat. All right. Starting off with the weekend review. Obviously, that's what this is. Right. But putting you immediately on the hot seat, I'm just gonna hit you with a question, and I just need your thoughts. All right.
All right.
Now, many people can call many things whatever they want, but
I know where you're going with this.
I know in my mind that sometimes I see things differently than other people see things. A lot of people are talking about fairy tales, and a lot of people are talking about love stories. Did Dominic Mysterio get sexually assaulted? Because from what I saw, say what you want, but if the roles were reversed, it would be bad.
I want to start. You know what? I'm actually very happy you put me on the hot seat. Okay, let's start off with this, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Men's Mental Health Month. It's okay to say no. Let me say that again. Happy Mental Health Month. It's okay to say no.
You're the first person who said anything about it to me. Ain't that fucked up? No one said a word. No one said, hey,
don't make no damn sense. Clearly, nobody's asking Dom either, because nobody's asked this man how he feels about getting assaulted. But here's what the nitty gritty is, really, ladies and gentlemen. Now, like my partner said, if you look at this from a Dom and Liv perspective, and Liv's doing the, you know what I'm saying, she's doing the assaulting, that's what it is. But if we look at this from a reverse angle, I think we would be having a whole different conversation here. But I'm not gonna lie, I can say it makes sense that they're going this route. I think that we're going another custody of Dom route. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's gonna be Rhea and Liv to get the custody of Dom. But all in all, man, I'm interested to see where this goes. But the last thing
He's
I
a
got to say about this,
24-year-old man, and we're fucking getting the custody of him in a
I
goddamn
was
letter.
just about to say, listen, man, this guy Dominic Mysterio. All right, let's take him out of wrestling. Let's talk about this guy as a man. All right, I know everybody's been seeing it. Liv, Rhea, and his, no disrespect intended, beautiful wife.
Right?
3 that he's rolling on right now. 3. The guy can't be stopped. I mean, Dirty Dom he's a dirty dog. I mean, what can you say, man? The guy's doing his damn thing right now.
You see what I'm insinuating?
No, it looks like you just got an itch on your nose.
No. It's the damn stash. It's the motherfucking stash, man. It's that dirty goddamn stash
Right.
that boy has,
You're
man.
absolutely right.
Liv wants all of it. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry to be that guy. I think she sexually assaulted my boy because any man in that position would rightfully fold when Liv Morgan is wearing what she's wearing, coming at you the way that she's coming at you. And I'm going to just say Dom got a lot of heat, and I'm going to defend him, actually. I'm here to defend you, Diamond. I saw a lot of people giving you fucking heat on the internet because she touched his hair and he let out a little giggle. Any woman that touches the back of your neck and plays your hair like that, you're going to giggle. So I don't like the fact that Dominic has been painted as he liked it. He liked it, Liv. No, any man that has, from experience, a woman do that to his head or his hair or anything like that, you're going to smile, you're going to giggle, it just does something, okay? So I want to just defend Dom on that aspect of maybe he feels some type of way about Liv on the inside, but you can't make the case of, he liked it, because any man in that situation would do the same thing whether they want
absolutely
to or not.
110%, man. You got Liv Morgan fucking caressing the back of your neck, man. I'm going to let out a little, hey.
That's not his fault.
It is what it is, man.
That's not his fault.
I don't think that's what Rhea's going to see, unfortunately, though. But one thing I have to say before we move on to the next thing, man, and one thing I really, really, really am hoping I don't see, all right? I'm liking the custody of Dom situation. I'm liking the story here. My only hope, right, and I know you're probably not going to agree with this. You're probably going to think the opposite. My only hope is that they don't put Liv Morgan against Rhea on a Shayna Baszler type of tit. How she was. Remember when she was champion against Shayna Baszler and Shayna Baszler just beat her ass? And the only
You're talking about Ronda Rousey.
Or Ronda Rousey,
yeah,
Ronda Rousey. But she just beat her ass, and the only way she won because of some cheeky shit. But she, for the most of the match, she was getting her ass beat. I'm not gonna lie, if we're just building Liv up to be just a girl that gets by or can't really put on, you know what I'm saying, what she needs to, I'm not really gonna feel that.
All right, let me throw something. Can I use my wrestling brain of mine and throw something at you, because I started thinking, and okay, there's a way for you to make Liv Morgan from 2 weeks ago, me being like, get her the fuck off my TV, to me being like, okay, I could actually see you beating Rhea, and I'm okay with it. Here's where I'm at. Let me walk you through this. I'm trying to get this fucking part of my hair to stay back, and it won't fucking stay back. There we go. You take Liv Morgan, right, and you make it a situation, because you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone in this, and you're gonna see where I am at the end.
Okay.
Take Liv Morgan and all the backstage conversations she's had one-on-one with JD, Carlito, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, all those members of Judgment Day, but not Damian Priest. Okay.
Okay.
Damian Priest has been like, yo, you need to get your shit together. And he's like, I got it. Don't worry about it. And then with everything that's been going on with Liv for the past couple weeks, Damian Priest has not been involved. It's been Finn who's had to come out and honestly save Dom and be like, look.
No. Not honestly. No, absolutely.
No, genuinely, Dom. Right? So listen. So my thing is, I think it's going to become a situation where, I don't know if it's going to be, probably the build towards SummerSlam is going to be Liv is going to take Dom. Like, Dom will help Liv win a title match or something like that, right? She'll slowly take Dom. Then she'll take JD. Then she will slowly take the members of the Judgment Day, like, taking everything that Liv or Rhea loves away, but Damian. Because Damian's like, no, I'm the leader. I'm the world champion. He's the one guy who's
he's got to stay secure, right? Absolutely, right.
Okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to do 2 things. 1, you're going to turn Liv as a top heel on the Raw side, which is desperately what the women's division needs. They need a tough busted heel. So they'll get that with Liv, because then she'll be accompanied by Dom, Finn, JD, K. And what do? People are worried about Damian Priest and Gunther at SummerSlam. That's going to turn Priest's face. Because he's going to be the guy where everyone's going to be like, oh my God, he's the one who sees the bullshit. When Rio returns, Damian's going to be the one that's like, hey, they're with her. I'm not. Me and you got to do something about Liv and it could be a mixed tag thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different angles you could work this, where I think you could end up with Liv being a top heel and turning Priest into the top face, because everyone's like, we can't do heel versus heel at SummerSlam.
And I tell you what, bro, and I'm not going to even lie, Rhea is already face. No matter what
when
she
she
does.
comes back, she's like Roman now.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what they do.
Absolutely. No matter what you do with Rhea at this point, she's getting the people riled up. You know what I mean? Like, and they're cheering for her. You know what I mean? Nobody's booing Rhea Ripley when she comes back, or right now even. You know what I mean?
And even if Rhea's hurt, sorry to cut you off, but even if Rhea's hurt, you could do it to where if she's not fully cleared by SummerSlam, do it to where Liv wins the match. Liv finally has full control of Judgment Day, and then as they're about to celebrate, boom, Rhea comes out. You know what I mean? And
that would be perfect. Absolutely.
That doesn't have to be the match, but you can set that up for the Mania match or whatever. You know?
Whatever it may be, right? 100%.
Yeah.
All I hope is, and all I'm praying is that when Rhea and Liv finally happens, that it's an actual banger on both sides of the fence.
Yes, I agree. And I think a great transition to move from this, because we're already speaking about the Judgment Day, is Damian Priest. Past couple weeks, I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter. Now, I hate being one of those guys who's like, I said it before everyone else, but I never thought Damian Priest was ever going to be a bad champion.
Agree.
And I know you were with me. We just didn't like the way they were booking him, fumbling the briefcase like a stooge. Yes, but it wasn't like when we got the world title, we weren't worried about him being a bad champion, right?
No, 100%.
But I think a lot of people recently, in terms of the wrestling community, are starting to realize, oh shit, Priest's mic work has actually gotten a lot better. When his entrance against Rey Mysterio, when it was all blurry and then the fire came up and it was him with the title, I was like, that is tough. Like, past couple weeks, Damian Priest, I think, has really elevated. Like, when you are a world champion, you need to elevate yourself.
100%.
And I think he's doing that.
I tell you what, bro, and I'm not going to even lie to you. Because I had never thought that they were, like, pushing Damian the way that they needed to. I always thought the guy was a dog. Never thought they pushed him how they needed to. He wins Money in the Bank. At first, I thought it needed to be LA Knight, but as I saw how things played out, I was like, all right, I get it. You know what I mean? And like you said, as they were playing him like a stooge, I'm like, I mess with Damian. It's just that you're playing him like a stooge. The guy doesn't. I mean, he's losing to Bad Bunny and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what do you do?
He lost to Bad Bunny twice. Oh no, he beat him, or he tagged with him.
Yeah, you're right. He did end up beating him.
But god damn it, he did lose to Bad Bunny.
But at the end of the day, man, I think that after Damian cashed in that Money in the Bank, man, there was a completely different persona from him. Like, even starting then, you know what I mean? Like, he was already a dog, but like you said, that champion being around his waist.
Damn, so Bad Bunny has the same amount of WrestleMania wins with Damian Priest, because Damian Priest's only WrestleMania win was with Bad Bunny.
Wow.
Think about that. Just think about that for a second, ladies and gentlemen. I guess you could count his cash-in as a match, but it was all 30 seconds.
Yeah. It was electric, though, man. It was electric.
It was a choke slam, and then,
But I love that.
I just thought we needed to bring up
100%. Shout out Damian Priest, man. I'm hoping to see. Honestly, he 110% deserves to beat Gunther. No fucking doubt about it.
Deserves to?
Deserves to be the one.
I don't know if I would say he deserves to beat Gunther. I would say he deserves to be the one to face Gunther. I think that's the right wording. Because a lot of people think that somebody else should be the main. They're going, who's the biggest face on Raw? Because a lot of people think that there's somebody who's going to have the fucking world title, and it's not going to be Drew or Damian. It's going to be the guy who declared for Money in the Bank and has already had a lot of people talking, Mr. Jey Uso.
Oh.
So, Money in the Yeet is what he is calling it. But Jey Uso, the biggest face on Raw, and once he declared, people immediately started getting worried, because here's what people are worried about, okay? People are worried that they're going to try to do a situation where Jey Uso wins the briefcase and he holds the world title going into SummerSlam so that you can do the biggest face against the biggest heel and Gunther versus Jey, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I need to say what my problems are because, everyone has their own problems. But what I will say is I think the biggest thing of what you're doing that is you're taking a fucking huge risk on if you do that, okay?
Yeah.
And I don't care if Damian Priest gets cashed in on, or, oh my God, wouldn't it be so great if, like, Money in the Bank, Drew beats Damian, and then he gets cashed in on again by, like, Jey Uso, and, like, he loses it twice, bro, and, like, CM Punk costs him again or some shit.
Bro, that would honestly be perfect for a story, bro.
But, so my thing is, like, my only problem is, how, after doing that, would you still keep Damian Priest in the main event scene? Because I feel like after that, he's going to go right back to, like, the mid-card or whatever.
And I mean, at this point, that's the problem, bro. And I think that's a huge reason why either something's got to happen to the Judgment Day before he drops that title, because that is what his name is right now. You know what I mean? And like you said, he's getting better. He's showing himself as a champion and showing a new persona and showing that he can, like, take on being by himself.
And I
but
also want to point out this case could be made with LA Knight, too. Like you said, LA Knight. This case can be made for Jey Uso or LA Knight because they're both the biggest face. You know what I mean?
Yes, 100%. I agree, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. I just don't think that it's Jey Uso's time right now, bro. I don't think that it is.
Well, let me ask you this. So then because once Roman comes back, he's not going after the title. He's going to help Roman go after the
Absolutely.
Right.
100%.
So would that mean that you would have to wait till after all of that to then put the title on Jey Uso?
Honestly, I would personally be okay with this, and the reason why is because you don't take him out of the scene. We all know how important the Bloodline story is to WWE right now. So if Jey Uso is in that situation, we are still going to be seeing Jey Uso. He's just not going to have a championship around his waist.
Okay, well, then here's where I stand. Well, then here's where I stand. Well, then Jey Uso needs to lose the match because of the Bloodline. He needs to be climbing the ladder, everyone out, knocked out, going for the briefcase, and Tama and Tonga beat the shit out of him.
I like that a lot.
I need to see
that would be in my opinion, I think that would be.
I don't want to keep Jey in this limbo of just him doing his side plots until Roman gets back. You know what I mean?
No, I don't like that either. I agree. I don't like that either.
But
at the same time, I think that it's okay to rehash his bloodline for once and for all because it still is not touched. You know what I'm saying? Like, it still is iffy right now. You know what I mean? So they got to finally close that out 100%.
Yeah, and honestly, we'll keep talking about it as we move into this. God damn it, I have a great transition literally for this. Perfect. As we're still talking about it. But so when it comes to, well, like you just said, what they could do is a lot of people think that they have to do everything so well built, but like so fast, like all at once.
Yeah.
So what you're forgetting is Triple H books very differently. And what I think you could honestly get is you get a situation where, let's say they cost him Money in the Bank. And then you do a situation where at SummerSlam, it doesn't even have to be Roman returning. It could be Jimmy Uso returning. And then before then, and then do that match. And then you could have Roman return at, Survivor Series or whatever. Like, you can do the Jimmy return, then the Roman return. And then if you're doing Jacob Fatu, you do him. Like, you 100%. Can do so many different things.
100%.
Like a Marvel movie. You know,
they can build, they can build this thing.
You can make the fucking shit. And then you want to do another Endgame like you did at WrestleMania last year? Cool. We'll wait for WrestleMania next year.
If you book it right, man, they can drag the story out to, the ends of the earth at the end of the day.
But I put thoughts on the new Bloodline right here because we saw Paul Heyman talk to Kevin Owens and was in tears begging him, basically saying, please don't go after them. These guys are criminals. They weren't allowed.
Not guys.
Thugs. They weren't allowed in Lyon, France because they were thugs. Oh, no, they weren't allowed in Jeddah because they were, thugs and had a criminal record. So they couldn't get through. And we're basically saying, like, this is not the type of people you want to fuck with. And people are split. So I'm just going to figure out which side you lie on. And I'll tell you which side I lie on. Half of the world is going, okay, cut the shit, Paul. Like, these guys are not that scary. And they're not like the Samoan guys, because if these guys were that scary, they wouldn't be trying to beat people with R-Truth's finisher. They wouldn't care about winning matches. When the matches are over, they would continue to beat you with chairs, and they would be a lot more destructive than they have been the past couple weeks, because the last couple weeks they've just been like backup singers, like to solo. Like they haven't been doing anything. Okay?
Yeah.
Other side of the fence is I like this because they're trying to make this bloodline seem everything that the last bloodline has done for the past 3 years. That doesn't mean shit, because they're more dominant. They're more brutal. They don't care about gold. They're not going for, we want to hold all the gold. We're going for, we want to beat the shit out of everyone on SmackDown.
All right. Well, I mean, the issue with that is, like, I would prefer the other side, but like you said, that is not what's happening as of right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were gonna be that way, I feel like right now, honestly, they have decent matches against, you know what I'm saying, against people. I think that it's very important for them to be doing that after the matches, beating ass, always beating motherfuckers' asses backstage. If you really don't care about the goal like that, bro, it would be. I feel like it would be way more dominance, bro, like being shown right now. So if that is the case on the other side of things, the second option you said, I'm wondering when they're gonna start pulling the trigger on making these guys look more dominant. Because I like them like perceiving to be more dominant, but they actually have to be for that to be the case. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, bro, another thing too is, man, I'm not gonna lie, Solo has a very, 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 very hard task to lead the bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got a fucking tough act to follow. You know what I mean? And I think that he's got to show his individuality more in terms of what you're saying in the dominance and getting on motherfuckers' asses. Solo needs to show more of that. He's got to start beating guys'
He needs more. That's what he needs. He needs more of that.
Facts. Indeed, he does.
Nice. You're so lucky that. Oh, dude, you're so lucky that. All right, we're gonna move on.
Thank you.
I'm a real one. We got a couple more things here. Oh, duh. So, one of the probably biggest stories, in my opinion, or the best story right now going on Monday Night Raw is Chad Gable. Chad Gable, Alpha Academy, Sami Zayn, the whole
My
shebang.
favorite story going on right now in WWE by far.
Yes, 100%. So, I think that the biggest thing when it comes to this story is, all right, I love that I'm hating him. I should be. Yes. That means you're doing something right. I'm starting to get pissed off. He's starting to piss me off.
Yeah.
Guess who just entered the chat? 3,
Who's that?
2, 1.
OG. Triple OG. What up, Charlie?
How'd you know?
What's your OG?
I'm just going to point out that every time Ennis joins, a bunch of people join with him.
Who the hell are you bringing?
Every time Ennis joins, I see 3 other people join with him every time. And I'm like, damn, he got a crew he comes with or some shit? He's like, yo, everybody, turn your shit on.
God damn, there's fucking water coming from the rack.
What's going on, Ennis? We are just talking all things WWE this pod. Right now we're talking about how Chad Gable is evil. What up?
Yeah.
So the biggest thing that I thought was crazy is, as much as he's been, like I said, pissing me off, last week when the storytelling of, obviously, okay, first things first, the fact that Maxine Dupree had to read a speech insulting herself like 4 times, I couldn't stop laughing because she said the shit about Tozawa, and I was like, okay, yeah. And then she started insulting herself, and I was like, damn, that was kind of cooked yourself there. Then she said another one, and I was like, oh, she's fucking roasting the shit out of herself, but it's all from Gable, right? But yeah, that was great. And then I thought the best part was, obviously, you have Sammy come out. For the first time, Otis steps to him. Otis was like, nah, dog, that's not how shit goes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Chad Gable pushes Sami Zayn into Otis, which knocks him off the apron. Otis thinks it was Sammy that pushed him. He's like, nah, motherfucker, you're not going to manipulate me. Hot. Now, Otis backstage is with them, and you got Chad Gable, and I think this is the cherry on top going up to him going, you did such a good job. I'm so proud of you. Look at you guys go. And it's just like, it's a cult. It's a fucking cult.
It's a cult. Okay, now here's my thing, man. All right? I'm not going to lie. I think we got too much fucking fan pleasing going on, all right? You know, you got Jey Uso, you know what I mean? You got a lot of stuff that people like happening.
Fan pleaser.
And what I mean
Are
by
you
this
saying
is,
too many people are over? Is that what you're saying?
yes. And here's what hey, listen. And here's I say that to say this, okay? This is what I'm saying that for. Chad Gable's evil, and Chad Gable is playing this heel role perfectly, all right? But I think for Chad Gable to reach per Gable, you cannot have Otis beat this guy. You have to let the people down. You have to have Chad Gable win, and you have to have it to where Otis tries to defy, but he doesn't successfully do it. Because everybody's waiting for it to successfully happen. But nobody's ready for that motherfucker Chad to be ready and him to change everything. Because then I think that's when Perk Gable gets activated. But but I actually at the same time, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing if they do go the route of Otis is playing, you know what I'm saying, the big guy, you know what I mean, the guy that's going to be defiant, you know what I'm saying, and then eventually turn Chad Gable over, you know what I'm saying, and he's the one on top. But I personally want to see the heelest heel Chad Gable that I can see right now because he's doing great work. And I think the only way you do that, bro, is if he either beats Otis or they completely obey Chad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they announced that it's Sammy versus Chad at Clash of the Castle for the Intercontinental Championship.
So what do you do? So now, Dylan Stone, I direct this back to you, and I ask you, what do you do?
You want me to cook?
Cook here.
You have Otis pull a dom, and he's finally sick of it. You know what? I'm not going to hit Sammy with the title. I'm going to hit Gable. He looks at Gable. The crowd pops. Crowd's losing their fucking mind, waiting for him to turn around. Holy shit, he's actually going to do it. He ducks and he hits Sammy by accident. No! Move out of the way. Gable wins the IC title because of Otis, but not because Otis wanted to, right? And then you can plant the seed for Otis versus Gable, IC title, SummerSlam. Or Money.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, that cooks.
Okay, well, you like that.
That cooks. My only thing is, like I said, I think that in the grand scheme of that scenario, that we should push heel Chad to the fucking ceiling. And
yes, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
That SummerSlam match, Chad wins.
And no, I mean, by any means necessary. Make me as mad as you can.
How does he win? With the motherfucking Creed brothers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah! See, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's exactly what I was feeling in my heart. Finally give that man the heel shit that he needs to go and handle business, man.
I love that. That's cinema.
That is cinema. That is cinema.
I'm watching that.
That's Per Gable right there being developed.
That's full Per Gable. And then you can do here's my thing, actually. This is a really good question, really quick. Mm-hmm. Otis is gonna be a super mega babyface, right? Yeah. Can we just keep Tozawa and Maxine with him? I'm okay with keeping Maxine with him because Maxine originally was like you could just do like a love interest or whatever with them. Does Tozawa just stay and dance? I'm not gonna lie.
I don't really even know. All right, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. You look at Otis, right? Like you said, he's in a position to be mega fucking mega face. Maxine, she's playing she used to suck, she's getting better, and if you continue to play that right and she gets real good, I can 100% see gold on her belt. You know what I'm saying? She has a story there. No matter what happens, she has a story.
She will always have that story of starting from nothing to
absolutely.
Yes.
Now we turn to Akira, and
people love him though. So here's my thing.
No. Yeah, 100%.
I feel like it's one of those things where it would be like, if he disappeared, we'd be like, damn, Tozawa's gone, but we wouldn't be too upset. But I also feel like it's one of those things where if we saw him still, we'd be like, oh, there's Tozawa. Because here's my thing. What you can do is you can do it a situation of if you keep Otis face, you keep Tozawa and Maxine to when he feuds with other heels, they beat the shit out of Tozawa, and then it builds up. You know what I mean? So I think you could still keep them, but I just thought of that for a second. I was like, damn, what would you do with Tozawa? But next person, who I think they're doing a great job of. They made an error. WWE made a mistake. They said, look, we should have put this man in the King of the Ring tournament. We fucked up. We didn't put him in the King of the Ring tournament. I'm talking about Braun Breaker. And they immediately pivoted into making that a storyline for him to go out, have a squash match, murder a man, go backstage, murder another man, go backstage again, murder the third man of the night, come back next week, interrupt a match, murder another man. Now the next week he has a match against Ricochet, murdered Ricochet. And now next week we're going to get Ilya Dragunov versus Braun Breaker for free.
There's nothing more that needs to be said other than that.
I mean, like...
Braun Breaker and Ilya Dragunov for free, dog. I'm not going to even lie. They're low-key selling themselves putting this for free.
That's insane. Okay. So
no way I put this on Raw.
Here's my thing.
No
has to end by a Ricochet interference to set up the triple threat, right?
Yes, but the only problem is, man, nah, 100%.
That's what I think, because I think you do the triple threat. Do the triple threat. Bro, Ilya, Braun, Ricochet, triple threat.
That's a
cook. Take my fucking money. I will pay just for that match.
That
cooks.
Absolutely. That's good.
Yeah, I think so. But to speak on, I pretty much already said it. But you agree with they made a blunder and now they're taking that and turning it into something great.
Either that or in my opinion,
this was the plan.
This was in Triple H's. I think it's in Triple H's plans to build Brian up like you're not gonna let me in. All right, well I guess I'm gonna just break everybody fucking out.
I think it's great. I think this is so smart. I would have loved if they would have done this with fucking Jade. I know where we are now, and we're good where we are now. But imagine she would have came in, and while she was fighting everyone, and they gave her these squash matches, she was like, man, I came all the way over here making all this money to fight these girls? Nah, and just beat, you know what, like that. Yeah. I feel like this is something that in the future, WWE can do instead of just squash matches where for 4 minutes, people are like, Matt Vanderkamp, I gotta piss. I'll be right back. And people don't care.
Yeah.
People, so I think this is actually better because then the people that went pissed, they came back and they saw Kale Dixon's head on steel steps and were like, "What the fuck happened?" Just get this man. Rip Kale Dixon, man. God,
do we have any update on that man in his health
when he came out?
You said what?
Is it bad that I knew who that was when he came out? I was like, oh, it's the guy from the NXT. He's been on like 1 or 2 NXT matches. I was like, I think he's actually going to impress here. And the match is 8 seconds. Braun looked at a turnbuckle and said, turned around, speared him like 3 times. And I was like, oh, Jesus. Braun looked at that.
I ain't gonna lie. I should needed to on that steel step.
Braun looked at that turnbuckle and said, got himself geeked up.
Golly, man. He got some of that shit that Tama Tonga was taking.
God damn it, Tama Tonga. All right. Couple more things here. Literally, I think there's like 3. First, we got to go to SmackDown. That was pretty much all Raw. We got to go SmackDown now. The biggest thing that happened on SmackDown was AJ Styles in the beginning of the night, powder blue suit, told Nick Aldis he needed to close the night.
AJ Styles pulled somebody gonna get their ass kicked.
Yeah, he pulled an old Mark Henry. He told everybody, hey, this might be it. I thought it was TNA when he was talking to Nick Aldis, okay? But I was like, I'm crazy. And then when this motherfucker, LA Knight, who's also from TNA, Eli Drake, comes up to him and goes, hey, if the rumors are true, respect. I was like, oh my God, he's going to TNA. I was like, holy, and he's wearing the blue. I was like, holy shit. So I actually was one of the few people that got swerved. Like everyone was like, oh, this was so predictable. We all knew it was going to be. Not me. I thought he was going to go to TNA. I thought he was going to go Cody, you a G. I lost to you. I know I'm not going to get a world title shot for you, but I can go beat Matt Hardy's 45-year-old ass for the TNA world title. And
he had a great point. Honestly, bro, I honestly think that they kind of missed an opportunity to shoot there. You know what I'm saying? Really change the trajectory of wrestling right now. But they're doing that tonight. So, I mean.
Starts in 35 minutes.
But
anyways, the fake retirement.
I'm not gonna lie, man. This was enjoyable segment, but
It was good.
I'm ready for Homelander Cody. I feel like this guy just gets his ass whooped a little bit too much.
Okay, do you know what the problem is with Cody Rhodes right now? The same problem with Jey Uso. He's in a side plot until The Rock returns because The Rock looked at him and said, I'll see you down the road. I'm going to take your title. So now we pretty much know everything that he does until The Rock comes back is a side plot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's the problem because, look, as much as I love Triple H's long-term booking, don't tell us what the story's going to be
before it happens. Or
you know
else
what I mean? Because that's kind of what he did.
Yeah, absolutely he did, yeah.
So now, as much as this AJ... Here's my thing, though. I'm going to say, I think WWE went, wait. The UK crowds love AJ Styles. We're going to Scotland. If we could do Cody and AJ one more time and run that back and give them a chance to redeem themselves for me so that you can get at least a Styles clash. Okay, if Logan Paul got to hit 2 frog splashes, one through the announce table and one through the...
Yeah.
Then this motherfucker can hit a phenomenal forearm. You know what I
agree.
mean?
I agree.
So I feel like there's a chance to, and if everyone's already saying that's a 5-star match and this match is better, okay.
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing? I don't think so.
And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see the rematch, bro. They cooked so good last time. I would love to see, like you said, I mean, this thing they didn't even do anything like last time for real. Like you said, no Styles clash, no calf crusher, you know what I'm saying? So no phenomenal forearm.
So I think you can do that. Another thing that was essentially teased, and I think it wasn't teased for Money in the Bank, but it was more teased for SummerSlam. But it was the first, tease is the only word to really use, of LA Knight and Logan Paul. Now, we saw Logan Paul walk out of the locker room, look at LA Knight. LA Knight gave him a little, what do you want? Logan was like, you don't want none, stare down, walk away, go on Twitter. Logan Paul tweeted at LA Knight, retweeted somebody, tweeted and said, like, you think you're the megastar of WWE, you're not, I'm the real megastar. And then he goes, oh, you're the real megastar of WWE, but hasn't won a title. And LA Knight retweeted that and goes, bookmarks tweet. So it was basically, the seeds, are starting to get planted a little bit. But yeah, your thoughts on just this in general? I mean,
all right, listen, man, fucking listen to me. God damn it! I have waited forever to see LA Knight in the main event scene. God damn it! Give it to me! Give it to me! God damn it! Give it to me! Yeah!
You're gonna get him in the main event scene against Logan Paul, and I think that this is gonna be good. I think that Logan Paul is, Logan Paul's in a Miz situation right now where he's gonna bring the best out of LA Knight, whether LA Knight wants to or not, because Logan Paul's one of the few people right now where literally you can cut a whole promo on this guy. Logan can look at you and go, dummy, you look stupid. And that's all he has to say for people to laugh and be like, he just cooked him. Dude, he's one of the only people that, like, that's all he has to say for him to be
that
like,
is true.
So
he plays it perfectly, though.
My thing is I think that LA Knight is the perfect sarcastic type of guy to counter. Like, did you see him and Carmelo Hayes backstage?
LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes?
Yes.
I don't think I caught. I'm not sure.
So Carmelo Hayes was cutting backstage. He talked to LA Knight, and Carmelo Hayes meant to say, when you look face to face with Logan Paul, what are you going to do, right? Yeah. And instead, he accidentally said, when you look face to face with LA Knight, then what are you going to do about it? And LA Knight looked at him and goes, well, then I'd be looking face to face with myself, dummy, so I don't know what I'd do. And it was like, clearly, bro fumbled, but LA Knight's so good at, like, that.
Yeah, no, 100%. Bro, I'm not going to lie. Like, it's crazy because, like, in WWE, the reason I got so hyped, man, is because, like, in WWE right now, there's so much going on. Some would probably, like, forget, you know what I mean, how much motion that boy LA Knight got, bro. Like, every time he comes out, he gets the same react. Like they still, even though he's not getting as much TV time, he's still getting the same amount of energy, man. And I'm not gonna lie, this guy is he's a ticking time bomb, man. He's a ticking time bomb. You put a championship belt on this guy, and I'm just gonna be amazed to see what's gonna be done, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. Everything that you just said, I am 100% here for. All right. I feel like we're talking about this motherfucker every goddamn week, but I mean, we're just getting teased every goddamn week. So, Uncle Howdy. And when it comes to Uncle Howdy, the teasers, the promos, the QR codes, people are getting sick of it, but I'm just going to sit here and here's what I did. Okay. I want to say this. All right. Here's what I did, man. I took a minute last week and I just stopped thinking about all of it. I stopped thinking about the when is it going to happen, and I just kind of started enjoying it. And when you just stop thinking about when is it going to happen, you just start enjoying it, you remember why you like wrestling in the first place. And here's where I'm going with this, people. A lot of people on the internet are getting very impatient because they're, when is he going to come? When am I going to see him? When am I going to? I have put myself in a boat where now I am just going to, every new thing that happens, I'm going to get excited by, and I'm going to be enthralled by, and I'm not going to put these guys at a time limit. Now, obviously, if we roll into SummerSlam and he's not here, you fumbled. But like I think in the next month he'll be here, and I think if we can all kind of just, like last week, it said "See me tonight," and everyone thought he meant tonight. But if you look a little closer, the picture of the "See me tonight" was Raw Talk, and if you watched Raw Talk, all 8 of you that did, you would see that the first 2 minutes of the show was Uncle Howdy talking to us, letting us know that he's coming, the massacre is coming, and it's coming soon. And there is an Islamic holiday. I'm not gonna get too much into this, but there's an Islamic holiday that basically lines up with everything that Uncle Howdy said, which also aligns with what originally was rumored to be the 17th of Monday Night Raw. So everything for people that are playing the when game, look for the 17th of Raw. But I'm trying to take a step back and just enjoying this because it's something that I know that once he's here, I'm probably never going to see again. And the only reason why I'm seeing it now is because Bray Wyatt passed and he has been gone for almost 3 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if Uncle Howdy gets injured in a couple of years, he's not coming back with QR codes again.
Thanks.
Ship a sail.
Not only that, man, but I honestly, I think you bring up a good point there, though, Stone. You know what I mean? It is the epitome of what we want in wrestling: the QR codes, the extra effort that it takes, the suspense, the story. It literally is everything that we wait for, minus the actual matches. And I'm not gonna lie, I think that they're preserving it so much, bro, because like you said, man, once you pull that trigger, like all that stuff's gone, man. Like that whole phase is like over, and it's gonna be Uncle Howdy. You know what I mean? But I think that it's probably gonna be one of those things that's gonna be looked back on and spanned and like talked about so much. You remember when Uncle Howdy was being teased and all this?
The Bray Wyatt teasers, the White Rabbit, that was only 2 years ago. But
yeah,
I remember that.
Oh, absolutely.
As a thing, the lead up, the return, all of it. We're gonna remember this, but it's gonna be 3 months longer, which maybe could be worse if it ends up flopping, but I don't think it will. And I think, like you said, it will be a thing where we look back on and go, oh, that was so great.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is I hate that the commentators are acknowledging it. I like it when it's like, it's us. It's the fans. We know it's going on, but you don't. You know what I mean? That's what it was with Bray Wyatt and the White Rabbit. Yeah. I don't like when Pat McAfee's on Raw going, God, the screen glitched again. What's that about, Michael Cole? God damn, what's that? And Michael Cole's like, man, I don't know. It's been really wonky. Did you see what happened on Raw Talk? I don't like them acknowledging it. I like them letting it be a thing where like the fans are doing the QR codes, we're doing we're seeing it, and then they don't acknowledge it until like it's there. You know what I mean?
I agree. I think that it'd be best to honestly, I agree. I think it'd just be best to keep it where it is right now. You know what I'm saying?
That
But
would
I
be
think
my
that
only
that's.
point.
I mean, it's just kind of replicating the success that Bray had in his persona. You know what I'm saying? You want to play that damn near play by play. You know what I mean? Ed did the little things, but Bray was a specimen that you can absolutely, you know what I'm saying, like take what he had and copy and paste that on.
Going back to what I said about the bloodline earlier, do you think that this would be because I don't know why, this just popped in my head. Do you think it would be better to do it the Wyatt Six at once, like Spotlight, and then it's Alexa, Nikki, you know what I mean, like one by one, and then the later Uncle Howdy? Or do you think it would be better if it's like Uncle Howdy, maybe just him and Alexa, or him and someone else, right? And then you do it to where every week a new member of the Wyatt Six appears, or you know what I mean, and you build it like that. Because for some reason, I feel like if WWE really wanted to get in their creative bag, they could make it like not like a return in the ring, but like, you know how Bray had his Firefly Funhouse?
Yeah.
You could do almost vignettes of them being like, and there was another man that was forgotten. There was another woman that was forgotten in the shadows. And if you look deep into the shadows, you'll see
Someone
her
writes,
full
yeah,
potential was never used. And it's like Nikki Cross in the shadows. And it's like, and then the next week, it's somebody else of like, there was somebody else who had a group. And he was the leader of a faction, but his faction turned his
like the
back
shit
on
that she
him.
like the letters
And
type thing.
Joe Gacy, exactly. But then that's how every week they introduce somebody new. I feel like they could do that, and it would cook, because you're not going to get a crazy pop of like, oh, a week returns and then someone else comes and then it's Nikki Cross. People aren't going to go lose their minds over Nikki Cross. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it'd almost be better or safer to do it like in vignettes.
Honestly, bro, I think that honestly, I think that it's
because if
what
you
you
do
just
all
said is
six at
completely
once,
something that what you just said is something that I feel like is a complete like new thing. Like
right.
I feel like that approach is fire, but I feel like I don't know if WWE's head is like that far into it. You know what I mean?
That would be the most nuanced way to do it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because I know WWE doesn't like to acknowledge old tech or new technology in terms of like the new days. But lately they've been doing things with Twitch, they've been doing things with X, like speed and stuff like that. So I feel like there's a chance that it could be more nuanced.
And I'm not gonna even lie to you, man. If they do it
even
that route, I
is
think
nuanced.
that builds. You said what?
I said even this, like with the Twitch streams and QR codes, this is nuanced, like what they're currently doing.
Yeah. And I think if you go that vignette route, you know what I mean? You give this run a separate identity from Bray Wyatt himself. Because as I spoke before, you can copy and paste a lot of things that he did, but you also want this to be its own thing. You know what I mean? In honor of him and not him. You know what I mean? Because he's not here. You know what I mean? So this is more so to honor him. And to honor him, I think to take that unique aspect, bro, would set them aside 100%. And
yeah, because the good thing
they were with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, because I think the biggest thing about this group is titles aren't going to be a thing. Like they do not need to go after any titles.
Oh no!
Because they're not there to go after titles. They're not okay. Yes, they're there to like pay homage to Bray Wyatt, but Bray Wyatt, I don't know if you remember, there's a reason why for 4 to 5 years it took him to where he won the WWE Championship, because Bray Wyatt would just feud with people like John Cena over his legacy, Daniel Bryan over, like he would find your weaknesses and he'd manipulate, and it was deeper than anything. He would test you psychologically like nobody else. It was deeper than gold. It didn't matter about titles. You know what I mean? All of Bray's best feuds that I can remember, like I said, John Cena when he fought The Undertaker. God damn it, when The Fiend, I know the match was bad, but when The Fiend was feuding with Seth Rollins, like a lot of these feuds that he's fighting over, it wasn't because he wanted to be a champion. It was because he wanted to break the other person he was fighting, which is what I think the Wyatt Six needs to be.
100%, man. I think that was the persona of the Wyatt family. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They were simply it was psychological warfare with them. But that was the best part. You know what I mean? They took everybody off their game. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I think that was perfectly said. We got one more thing, and then we're gonna roll out of here. we have the TNA 20th anniversary show, and I wanted to touch on this just a little bit. I know I talked about TNA a boatload last week. Look at that, he's already yawning. He's like, more fucking TNA. Jesus, Dylan, you just love talking about other companies. Yeah. But the TNA 20th anniversary show is tonight. It's at 8:00. It's free on YouTube, no charge. Go watch it. Like, just type in TNA on YouTube, go on their channel. It'll be fine. There are 2 championship matches. Jordan Grace, who will be fighting at NXT, is going to be fighting tonight. So if you want to preview her, you can see her. And then also, there's rumored to be WWE/NXT talent. I don't know. That's just going to be Roxanne Perez making an interference or something in the match, or anyone. But I'm going to watch that, and I think you should tune into that because this has potential to be something here.
I've always enjoyed TNA. You know what I mean? I just never got to watch it as frequent, but 100%, yeah, fuck with TNA heavy.
Right. And then tomorrow, I don't know what time, 6 or 7, but tomorrow I will probably swing out a new video for the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion predictions. I don't know if you want to join me, you can. I don't know what
this is the N Dilly podcast.
But
only reason I wasn't there last week, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna make you review matches that you don't follow, and then you just
but I mean, you should. I mean, I'm a fan of wrestling. I'd be here to just All
right, then we will do that tomorrow. We got the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion predictions, and then I'll also be we will be touching the NXT Battleground predictions, hosted by Miss Sexy Red. Should be fucking fantastic.
Crazy. Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean, Ennis?
Come on now.
I don't know what he means by that. I feel like there's a little bit of sarcasm behind that. Clearly you don't. When's the last pay-per-view you watched, Ennis, of TNA? It's all love, but I don't know if this is sarcasm or not. I really don't. Because if he didn't put a laughing emoji, I'd be like, yeah, shout out TNA. Because of the laughing emoji, I'm like, what the fuck's funny? Is like, I don't know. Now I need him to clear it up before we end the pod because I need to know if maybe he is a TNA guy.
I don't.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I
figured he was talking. That way.
I was like, oh, god damn it! All right, he got me. Fuck. So, anyways, tomorrow we'll be back with more predictions, and then I guess I'm trying to put the right song on so I can do this stupid Zeus step and then get out of here. It's not stupid. I don't want to do it.
He's just mad because he lost. Ladies and gentlemen, I got that crown on me, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I forgot to put the picked champion on the bottom like you did, but maybe next time I will.
Slacking. No, I know what song I have to play. I know what song I have to play.
Come on. All
right. First things first, ladies and gentlemen. Before I play this, I want to just wrap it up because I'm going to Zeus step with that. I'm literally going to end it. Well, shout out to Sharp Sports Network. Make sure that you guys go check it out over on the socials. Make sure you promo code Tyco01 when you sign up. That will help you a great deal. And then also go check out Lezu on Apple Music. Check out Pride, the new single. Literally just dropped. The Zeus step. It's taking over the world. It's taking over this podcast because now I got to fucking do it. So make sure you check it all out, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. We love you. And we're going to end this off with a great and fantastic, nice little dancer. All right, co-host and our loved friend.
I'm gonna ruin your dance.
Here goes the chair.
All right, ready?
All right, here we go. Hey.
More of a zoom, more of a gallop.
Come on now.
But I'm getting it.
Hey, shit, the people.
Hey, are you gonna catch it though? Oh, hello. What are you gonna do with it? Man, I move like the whitest guy you you've ever fucking seen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Let's go on.
We love you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you soon. Yes,
What he
sir.
said.